Coming up on Good Morning Wilmington Live, newest member of Accapella group Straight No Chaser, Freedom Young drops in via Zoom to talk about his journey to the big leagues. Plus, Principal of DuPont High School, Kevin Palladinetti stops by to talk about the cancellation of the 2022 varsity football season. And actors Christine Seisler and John Barker are on the plaza to talk about the Chapel Street Players' upcoming show, DeathTrap. Tune in Wednesday, September 14th at 10 a.m. right here on DETV.
Good morning, Wilmington. What's going on? I'm your main man, Big Ive, the Talking to Town, Mr. DETV, and I'm here with my lovely co-host,
Vincenza. Good morning, Wilmington, and good morning, Ivan.
Oh my gosh, top of the morning to you, laddie.
Oh, yes,
Did I say that right?
Yes, you did.
All right.
Not that I would know, but it sounded right. So, beginning of the week started great.
Hump day.
And now
Hump day.
Wednesday.
Hump day.
How's your week going so far?
Oh man, it's freaking amazing. Like Monday had some amazing, some awesome people come in for interviews. Today we have some awesome people coming in for interviews. I think I'm starting, Vincenza, to realize more how much Good Morning Wilmington means for the city and the state.
Yes.
I have so many people walking up to me and saying, thank you for doing what you're doing, right? It's elevating the culture, as this one guy says. I was at watching my daughter cheer Saturday, and guy walks up.
Cheer.
Oh, she's in cheer! Oh my God, I gotta show the pictures. Oh, I gotta show pictures. So yeah, so anyway, I'm there, and she's like, and the guy's like, hey, my man, appreciate what you're doing. And I was like, wow, like that's awesome. But we're here. It's hump day, and I'm just glad to be here.
You could look for the pictures. I'll share with everyone who we have on the show today.
There you go.
Oh my gosh, Maddie, you look so adorable. Oh, I love that. Oh, I'm so proud of her. She is not afraid.
Yeah.
She is not afraid.
Not afraid. Not afraid.
I love that. I love that most about her. But I am so excited about all of the guests we have on the show today. So super excited. Freedom Young.
What?
Yes. He's
the
Accapella singer. Yes. Well, he's so talented. He's multi-talented, but he's on the show with us today via Zoom. So we're very excited to chat with him. We also have Principal Kevin Palladinetti, also known as
K-Pal
of AI High School. Again, really happy to chat with Kevin, especially about what's going on at AI with the football season.
Yeah. Everyone's asking questions, and we're going to talk to them about what happened. Why did they cancel? Why did they feel the need to cancel their varsity football games season?
Right. We're gonna dive right into that because that's a hot topic. But very excited to talk to Kevin, as well as Christine Seisler and John Barker from Chapel Street Players.
Yeah.
They're here on the plaza with us, so we're very excited to chat with them. So let's talk about what today is.
Today is, why do we have champagne today? That's the day. That's the question.
All right. So there's a story.
Okay.
So you know me.
I know you.
I am very organized.
Very.
When I arrive on set, I have my whole system. I have my bag, I have my wardrobe, my makeup, my hairspray. I'm very organized when it comes to preparing for filming.
Yes.
And I always believe that you bring backup outfits in case something happens, you spill something, right? So I always have my wardrobe with me.
All right.
Today I showed up without my wardrobe.
Is that why you shot out of here?
So today I was already here. I walked through the doors and I looked at my producer, Najee, and I said, I forgot my wardrobe. I never forget it. I left it at home. Well, it was too far away to go back home. I said, I will be right back. So 2 blocks right from where we're at is a small business called Morgan's of Delaware.
Oh, that's why they're here.
Morgan's of Delaware is this beautiful boutique, has beautiful clothing, accessories, hats, you name it. Morgan's of Delaware is literally 2 blocks away. I literally ran. It was quite funny, running, and I knocked on the door. Martha is the owner of Morgan's of Delaware boutique, and I said, Martha, I need help. I have 20 minutes to find an outfit for filming today.
Right.
And right away, she stopped what she was doing and she started rummaging through all the clothes and she's like, try this, try this, try this. And I was able to find this outfit I'm wearing today.
Beautiful.
In 20 minutes. And I mean, just the customer service, the attention to detail. I mean, I was so excited that I was like, oh my gosh, it fits. And she was just so amazing and welcoming and understanding of the situation.
But it was, where does the
champagne
come in?
Coming in. So with every purchase over $100, you receive a bottle of bubbly.
What?
A bottle of Prosecco.
What?
I know. I was like, really? What? This is a great day to purchase something at Morgan's of Delaware. So I highly recommend, if you have not heard of Morgan's of Delaware, it's right on Delaware Avenue, 2 blocks, literally right near the Market Street, North Market Street, Hotel DuPont, the Plaza of Good Morning Wilmington, literally 2 blocks away. Delaware Avenue. Check out Morgan's of Delaware. You can follow them on social media, Morgan's of Delaware on all social media accounts. Definitely check them out. Again, Martha, thank you so much. You are a lifesaver today.
What are the donuts for?
All right, so let's talk about the donuts. So obviously Najee always hooks it up for us, right? She's always on it. Today is National Cream-Filled Donut Day.
National Cream-Filled Donut Day.
So happy National Cream-Filled Donut Day. And thank you, Najee, for providing us with these yummy donuts. So celebrate, support. I would say support all the local bakeries. So we have champagne, Prosecco, donuts. We're ready to celebrate Wednesday.
We'll be right back. Let's go to commercial, eat some more, pop a little bit.
You got it.
And get to these interviews. Good morning, Wilmington.
Coming up, the newest member of Straight No Chaser, Freedom Young.
How did DETV start and how did you get here?
DETV started approximately 10 years ago in the basement of my home. I had an idea to show people of color doing great things. But what happened was I got to the point that I said, I'm gonna just show people all together doing great things. The motto and the moral was to bring people together instead of using media to rip people apart. And doing that, you know, I just did a lot of hard work, a lot of free stuff, a lot of things of just showing people being themselves. I figured that media, and I saw that media wasn't doing that, so I just decided to give it a shot, not knowing that it would bring me to where I am today. I had a great journey doing it, met some amazing people, did some amazing things, worked on some amazing projects, you know, and with just a lot of hard work and a bunch of sacrifice, I'm here today. I done worked on everyone's campaign in the state of Delaware, and now, you know, I'm just doing what I do and doing it with friends. My biggest accomplishment right now would have to be this, hands down, without a doubt. We want to make sure that we inform the community wholeheartedly. So again, they can have all the information that they need. For more information, you can find us at detvch.com. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Twitter and Facebook under DETV. Be sure to check us out. Tell me what you think.
All right, joining us on the plaza via Zoom and from LA, Freedom Young, the newest member of the men's a cappella group called Straight No Chaser. Welcome, Freedom.
Hello, hello, hello. Thank you.
We are so excited to have you on Good Morning Wilmington, and thank you for taking the time to tune in via Zoom. I know you are super busy right now, especially tuning in from LA. So let's jump right to it. Congratulations.
Congrats.
I mean, but I know we're congratulating because we're very excited for you, but why don't you share with our viewers that are tuning in what recently happened to you?
So I just recently found out that I am the newest member of Straight No Chaser, and it's just been incredible. The announcement came out earlier this week, and the outpouring of love and congratulations, all of that has me so excited to go on this tour that starts up next week.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
So-
It really is amazing. And I'm sorry,
No,
Ivan. I have
we
to
both excited.
I know. I have to say the video was posted online and it went viral of the announcement of when they selected you in the live audition, and it was so emotional and so moving. I mean, I got goosebumps because I really felt that you wanted it so badly, and it was just a testament of never giving up and following your dreams. And for those of you that are tuning in, I have had the opportunity to know Freedom for quite some time. We actually went to college together.
You did?
Yes, we went to UD. We're Blue Hens.
Okay.
So it's been a true honor to watch your journey, even though it's been via Facebook and social media, but you're always active and posting. So it's been really, really neat to watch your journey, and that you did not give up on following your dreams. And this was just the icing on the cake. It really was. But seeing his reaction.
Yeah, that video.
I feel like we should if we could.
Do we have the video to
really,
play?
if we could, it's so beautiful. Okay, so Najee gave us the
She
yes.
gave us the yes. Let's play the video real quick.
Basically, forgot to ask you if you are free in September to start doing shows with Straight Up Chasing.
Welcome to the family, my friend. Let's go. Another brother in the group. Yeah, dude. Congratulations. Nailed it, bro. Thank you.
Come on. I got bad news for you guys.
I just took a job with Palladinetti.
Dang it.
Congrats.
We're very proud of you, man. You stepped up way more.
Happy to have you, man.
You came highly recommended, and
You delivered, man.
you delivered.
Okay, so awesome video. I have to ask you, Freedom, if you don't mind me calling you Freedom.
No, it's fine.
Now, I ran across you before the show, before we got the notes for the show. And I was like, who's this guy taking today's songs and making them into like 50s, right? How did you come up with that?
So I would say like there was a project I did a few years before that with a group called Freedom's Boombox. It's a trio that I started, and we were trying to do like this song by Drake called One Dance, and we just couldn't quite get it to work. And then one of the members started doing like a crooner style, I need a one dance, got a Hennessy in my hand. And we just started busting out laughing. We thought it was hilarious. And then we kind of went with that concept. And once the pandemic happened, we were all separated in our places. And my sister was like, you remember that thing you guys were doing where you had like throwback stuff? You should do that. I think it'll be hilarious on TikTok. And so, the first couple videos came out, and then I started seeing a lot more traction after the third video, and just kind of kept it up.
Wow.
So
it is totally entertaining. I love it.
Yes. So you have to say that TikTok really helped amplify your talent, if I'm correct.
Absolutely,
I feel like that's what
100%.
it provided that to you, because you have an incredible talent. You really do. You're multi-talented, and I know that because I know you.
Right.
But I feel that TikTok gave you that opportunity to really be noticed and recognized.
Right.
So the beauty of social media, obviously.
Yeah.
So let's rewind a little bit. I know that we jumped right into it because we were so excited, but let's tell our viewers a little bit about who you are and your background. Just give us a little bit of that background real quick.
Sure. So I've been singing pretty much my whole life. If you talk to my mom, she would say I was singing in the car seat. I got my start in gospel choir as like a 4-year-old. I was the little kid in a big choir. Continued singing all the way. I mean, high school, and even when I went to college, I wasn't a music major. I just started singing a cappella because it was a way I could keep
All right,
singing
joining us
while
on
I
the plaza
studied
via
athletic
Zoom
training,
and from
you know.
LA,
But
Freedom Young, the
eventually,
newest member of the
music
men's
just kind of took
acapella
over,
group
and
called Straight No
I
Chaser.
started singing
Welcome, Freedom.
professionally, and I started getting into more, I would call like them elite groups where you could actually get paid to sing a cappella. And throughout my time, I've traveled all around the world. I've been to over 60 countries singing.
Wow.
I've worked with the U.S. State Department for the last like 7 years, helping them with global arts programming and working with inner city youth to help them and motivate them as aspiring musicians. And yeah, TikTok took off because of acapella, and this opportunity came around in March to audition. And I mean, it's just,
well, tell us about the process. Can you share about the audition
yeah,
process?
I mean,
Because
yeah,
a lot
I can
of
definitely
people
give some detail.
A lot of people
I can't
don't
tell,
know
like, everything, but of course. So the audition was in Chicago, and it was an exclusive audition, so not an open call. Everyone who was there was extremely talented. It was a handful of guys who were auditioning for this one spot. And of course, there was everything you would expect from an a cappella audition, you know, part singing. So let's hear you sing a solo. Let's hear you do some beatboxing or vocal percussion. But a lot of it was they just wanted to see how the group chemistry was. That's the most important thing. Like, everyone was talented enough, you know, but they got to feel like you're on tour months together, months living on a tour bus, you know what I mean, for months, you know. So the chemistry has to be there. That's one of the, if not the most important part of, you know, selecting someone to be in the group.
Wow. See, that we never get to see what happens on behind the scenes.
No.
And I know a lot about auditioning, and I'm sure you know that it's a little stressful, it's nerve-wracking, and you know, you're not the only one that's auditioning, and you have one shot.
Yeah. Were you
One
nervous,
shot.
Freedom?
You know, for the first time, I'm usually not, but for that, it's such a big deal because as far as I would say a cappella groups go, there's not a lot of opportunities like this.
Right.
There just aren't, you know. And so yeah, I was a little nervous. I would say at the callback I was a little more relaxed, but the initial audition, yeah, I was nervous for sure.
Now, being in LA, are you coming back to Delaware for any tours, or bringing how with Dwayne LeBron say he's taking his talents back to Miami, South Beach? Are you bringing your talents back to Delaware?
Well, you know what? I mean, I know that they've definitely done dates in Delaware. I come back to visit my family. You know, I try to come back every couple months or whatever to see my family. But I haven't had a show in Delaware in a few years. It's been a few years. But I mean, hey, if they set it up, I will be ecstatic.
Well, I know that you love Delaware, proud Delawarean. We love that. You're representing Delaware so well.
But and I have to throw this in.
Yes.
Because y'all blue hens, right?
Yes.
Y'all should have been a Hornet. Okay, got to throw that in there for the DSU alum.
That's right, guys. Throw that in there. all love for the Hornets and the Blue
They
Hens.
can jump on me.
I know. You're outnumbered here, you know. He may be in LA, but he's
You can call shots now, right?
Yes.
Right.
Now, Freedom, we had the chance to visit your TikTok account because you said that's really where you were thriving. I know that you've always been on social media. Now, for someone that is tuning in, can they still follow you on TikTok, or you know, is that something that we can keep up with your journey?
Absolutely, yeah. The great thing about the group is we're on tour, but when we have a lot of off time, so it's like great. We can still pursue other things. So yes, at Mr. Freedom Young, if you're viewing this right now, check it out. Yeah, and I'll definitely continue to post content, of course.
Good, because
Nice.
we want to see what's going down behind the scenes.
I'm excited.
That's
Of course.
obviously the performances are what you're preparing for, but we love the journey, right? It's all about the journey versus the destination, and we're all about the journey and what it takes to even just prepare for a performance and get ready, because there's so much work that goes into it, and I'm sure everyone's eager to see, the process. So that's super, super awesome. Now. Well, Ivan, I know Ivan's going to ask.
Right.
He always asks, so.
Can you sing a little something for us, brother?
Yeah.
If I throw, that's crazy.
But if you can't, here's the thing.
I was literally about to start.
He's about to start.
Oh, go.
Looking back on when I was a little nappy-headed boy. Then my only worry was for Christmas, what would be my toy? Even though we sometimes would not get a thing, no, we were happy with the joy that they would bring. Sneaking out the back door, hang out with those hoodlum friends of mine. Okay, that's enough.
Okay, all right, great. Whoa, love it. I love it.
Thank you for that. That was a treat. That was amazing. Thank you.
Grandmom used to say, Vincenza, that boy can sing, right? Am I telling the truth? That's what they say in the church?
That is what they say.
And speaking of church, did you ever sing in a choir in church?
Oh yeah, that's where I got my start.
Yeah,
Because that's what it sounds. That's what it sounds right there. It's like, and the youth choir, come on, Freedom. But no, thank you, man. You sound amazing, man. I really appreciate you and your talent as well. We wish you nothing from us at DETV.
Yes.
Wish you the best, man, in your future and what's going to happen with you. And we're just super excited just to follow your journey, as she said, man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Anything we can do here in Delaware, feel free. Just let us know, man, and you got it.
Hey, if you're close, there's a show. There's a couple shows in Maryland. Check out sncmusic.com. See if there's anywhere near you that you would like to come out to. I would love to see your faces.
Deal?
Awesome. That's a great idea.
Deal.
I'm glad that's close. So no excuses.
I'm gonna get on the
to
plane.
everyone watching from Delaware, no excuses. Go support our very own Delawarean,
Yes.
Freedom Young. We're so excited. Again, Freedom, thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come on Good Morning Wilmington, and good luck.
Good luck, man.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
All right, thank you. And next up, Vincenza, we have Mr. AI DuPont, the principal here, up next, right after these messages, right on the plaza. So we'll be right back after these messages.
I've been, hold up the sex and oh, yeah. I'll put you in first class. Up in the sky. Up in the sky. Yeah. Up in the sky. I can see the whole city from this balcony. Back in 49, I was outside freely, but now they got it out for me. Don't care what frat you was in, you can't out for me, keep dreaming. Pineapple juice, I give her sweet, sweet, sweet.
Stay tuned. AI's principal, Kevin Palladinetti, is up next.
Let DART do the driving. DART First State provides transportation that is clean, safe, reliable, and affordable. Plan your trip and get real-time bus information with the free DART Transit app. Scan your phone to pay your fare with the free DART Pass app. So what are you waiting for? Try transit today. Visit dartfirststate.com or call 1-800-652-DART.
Welcome back to DETV. Good Morning Wilmington. Vincenza, what did you think about the last interview?
Freedom. I'm so proud of him. Freedom, yeah. I am so proud of you. It's been a true honor to watch his journey because we went to college together at UD. So really, really exciting. And you can just, see that he did not give up on following his dream.
Yeah. Did you see his happiness? Like you can feel it.
But he's always
Has
been
he always
that.
been
He's so personable, energetic. So he's a great guy.
I can see that.
Yes.
So next up, is a lot of students call him K-Pal, a lot of parents call him K-Pal. He is the principal at AI DuPont High School, here to talk about what happened with the 2022 year of varsity football. Welcome to the Plaza.
Thank you for having me. I'm thrilled to be here, and it's a topic I love talking about, which is AI DuPont High School.
Right.
Yes.
It's been my home away from home for the last 14 years.
Are you serious?
I am.
Were you the principal all that time?
13th year as principal. Yes, sir.
Wow. What are you, like 27?
Thank you. I appreciate that. Now, 44 years young.
Are you serious?
So, yes, sir. But I do love AI, and that's where I've been, and I'm happy to talk about this and a couple other topics I'd like to bring to the forefront.
And for those of you who don't know, you can call him Kevin Palladinetti.
Right.
Yes, Principal Kevin Palladinetti. Thank you so much again for coming on the show. This was also very special for me because I'm a graduate of AI and a proud Tiger. Yes. And when I saw the story, I immediately reached out to you, Kevin, and I said, we need to get you on the show.
Right.
This is, I was questioning what's going on. Something must be happening. Yeah. What can we do to help? Right. That was the first thing as a Tiger. I was like, all right, we need to help. There's something going on over there. So I was very, very happy that you were very willing and right away, immediately, messaged me right away to come on the show and talk about it. So let's get right into what happened.
Sure. So number one, we are a comprehensive public high school. We are much more than just a football season.
Right.
So that's the one thing that I want to make sure we put out there is there truly is something for everyone within our school community. But this little sliver of our school community, which does have such a big impact on the, the social emotional component, the school pride component, it was certainly not how any of us wanted to start the season. So, we struggled through the 21 season. Our numbers had been declining over the last couple of years due to a number of unfortunate injuries last season. We were unable to finish the 2021 varsity season.
Oh, wow.
So we were already in the rebuild, so to speak. It was encouraging, we had a change in head coaching, a change in staff, and it was really intended to create an adrenaline shot for the program, and it worked. We had 40 kids sign up. At the end of the school year, we sent 23 kids to a college camp. 7-on-7 numbers were looking pretty good, and then when it came time for preseason, we were dealing with single-digit numbers showing up, and it became a player safety issue at that point. There was a possibility, had we gone into our first week of competition, we would have had an increase in players just show up. It's certainly not what we try to preach. It's certainly not what we try to accomplish with any of our teams is skip practice and show up for games. That doesn't make anybody better, and we don't stand for that.
Right.
So we had to make a call. It was an unfortunate call. It's certainly not how any of us want to start the season. Fall sports season, it's so important to the success of a school year. From the students in the stands, getting to know their classmates a little better, to the band banging away, you're scoring touchdowns. I mean, it is the epitome of school spirit and school pride. And it was a setback for us to have to pull the plug on the varsity season and convert to a JV schedule exclusively.
Is it okay? Because there's a lot, I feel that there's a lot that can cause this issue, right? The pandemic one, and then coming right out of the pandemic, because they said a lot of students were lost in the pandemic, right? Either they just didn't go back to school or whatever. And high school is built on high school sports.
Correct.
Right?
Well, especially at AI.
Yes.
Anybody that has attended AI or a football game, it's huge. I mean, it was one of the most exciting events to attend. I remember in high school, I actually was in the AI marching band, and I remember attending the football game. It was so exciting, even though I was not watching the football game, I was in the marching band. I was so excited to attend. My family, my friends, and then there was the cheer squad, and then there were, the athletics department. Everybody attended, everybody was there. So it really brought all of us together. There was a lot of unity at the football game. So, when you hear and you're reading that it's canceled, I even felt, oh my gosh, my heart fell into my stomach. I'm like, what happened? Oh, these students are missing out on something. But I will say this, and I have to make mention of this because I witnessed this myself. back in the spring of last year, I actually went to AI for the day. Mr. Palladinetti, K-Pal, sorry, K-Pal. I had reached out to him because with the labor shortage at my restaurant, I'm looking for employees, and I'm, right before the summer, maybe some students want a summer job.
Right.
So I reached out to K-Pal and I said, can I come to the school and recruit? And he goes, absolutely, come on in, whatever you need. And it was, welcomed with open arms. It was great. So I sat in all the lunch periods.
Right.
And I got to speak to all the students, and it was just a great experience. And right next to me was a table with the assistant principal recruiting for all the sports, especially football.
Wow.
And the table was packed. So I can say that I witnessed that you were continuing to actively recruit and get the word out there and advocate for the students and about the opportunities with sports and signing them up. You were helping signing up all these students. So it's not like you guys didn't try. I saw it with my own two eyes. You were trying.
The effort was there.
Oh, yes,
the effort
it
is there every season. It used to be the calendar would flip over and the new season would be upon you, whether it be the fall, winter, spring season, and the athletes would just show up.
Right.
And now you have to coerce them a little bit more. You have to remove some barriers. We do have a wellness center at the school where they can do their physical exams, help get the paperwork completed, because that can sometimes be a barrier too, families getting to their pediatricians.
Right.
So we try to make it as user-friendly as possible, but gone are the days where you could just sit back and assume they're going to show up.
Right.
You actually have to go out and actively recruit within your own student population to come on out and play.
So what's the plan for next year? Let's just get into next year.
I'm very glad you asked that.
Yes.
So
Yes.
our slogan now within the football program is the future starts now. And I'm happy to say that almost immediately after we made the announcement, the decision to go to the JV schedule exclusively, we had an increase in ninth grade players, freshman players.
Okay.
Some with limited experience, some had been playing, in youth organizations. But for whatever reason, they were just hesitant to join the squad. I think now with the JV schedule, they feel that they're going to be able to develop a little bit more, kind of grow into the program, let the program grow with them. So we've been averaging close to 30 players for the last 2 weeks coming out.
Wonderful.
We feel as if these players are going to allow us to compete at the 1A level next year.
Okay.
As we know, Delaware shifted a couple years ago to how they do their football classes. There's the 3A, the 2A, and the 1A, and we were in a very competitive 2A class.
Yeah.
And I don't want to assume too much, but talking to some of the students, because they didn't have a lot of football experience, especially coming out of the pandemic,
Yes.
not a lot of opportunities to play at the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade levels.
Right.
They just didn't feel like they were ready to get thrown into a varsity level team.
Right.
And us pausing and going to JV, it allowed a lot of students to come out. So the numbers are very encouraging right now.
Okay.
The coaching staff, I have to give it to Coach Heyman and his staff.
Which Heyman?
Marcus Heyman.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a local guy,
Yeah.
and I'll tell you, he didn't skip a beat.
Right.
Obviously he didn't like the decision, but he understood why we had to do it.
Right.
He was a part of the collaborative group. But every single day since then, he has approached it with the same intensity that he was when we were kind of prepping last spring and then through the summer. It's as if we are still running a varsity level program.
What are some of the things that you're hearing from the community?
So this actually triggered much bigger conversations, and it's been everything from the decline in youth sports across the country, which there are some interesting statistics if you start to look into them.
Okay.
LA Times, for example, did a story back in 2021 about over a 10-year period of time from 2008 to 2018, there was a 7% decline in youth sports across the country.
Wow.
Since the pandemic, that percent decrease has only accelerated. And families are saying things like, the pandemic allowed them to kind of reevaluate some of their priorities. Cost has become an issue. Local leagues are closing up. I know the Capital Little League and the Midway Little League, which were two Little League organizations in this area, they had to merge just recently. They're now the Mid-Cap Little League. So we're seeing evidence of that locally. Then you factor in, in the Red Clay School District, where I've proudly been an employee for over 20 years, families have a lot of options, including some charters and magnet programming, and that's prompted some additional conversations about the impact the charters and magnets are having on the comprehensive schools like myself. So when you bring all those things together and you see a nationwide decline in youth sports and just a lot of options in a very condensed area. Where my school's located, there are 17 high school options.
Yes.
There's, as a parent myself, it's great to have options, right?
Yeah.
But as the principal of the high school, I hate that there are so many options.
Right.
And I had a chance to speak with Kay Powell prior to this interview, and you even mentioned that it's not like you didn't have the resources for these students. You were able to provide them with shoe wear, cleats, uniforms.
Absolutely.
They didn't have no extra costs. Transportation, you were able to feed them. So you were able, it was like almost like a scholarship for playing football in AI. Like they didn't have to really invest anything, just their time.
Correct.
Did it hurt your heart?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It is the best way to start a high school experience is to get involved and to, as a principal, it's a very proud moment when your team's winning the game, you're on the sideline, you're monitoring, you have your, school colors on and everybody's celebrating and it's a great experience. To not have that with football specifically, it does feel as if something's incomplete at the moment. Volleyball still plugging away, soccer still plugging away, cross country as well. So there are still competitive teams happening right now. It's just football, band, they get all the glory to start the season. But the one thing that I do want to say is, another trend that we're seeing is a lot of fixation on one sport. Single sport athletes are becoming more and more the norm. The multi-sport athlete is somewhat a thing of the past.
Come on, Kay Powell. I mean, we're talking about Bo Jackson, Deion Sanders.
Exactly.
It was only him.
I know.
You're telling the truth, though. You're telling the truth.
Yeah.
Because, when I was in '94 at Glasgow, like our whole football team down there played basketball.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Correct. And the message that I want to make sure I can continue to get out to parents and guardians is have your kids get involved. Everybody reevaluated priorities and their time and what they're doing. And a lot of students within our community are working, they're caring for siblings, they're helping support the needs of the family. And that is critically important, and we understand that. But so too is the high school experience and getting involved in interscholastics and extracurriculars. And my encouragement to everybody is to just get involved. Whether it's football or any other sport. You do high school one time, you might as well make the most of it while you're there. Plenty of time to work.
And I have to make mention and note of this, that there are many successful and accomplished athletes that attend AI high school right now. Yeah. We had one of them on our show, Dante. He was the track star.
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
Oh, he
with our head track coach, Coach Flowers.
That's right.
Yeah.
Boom.
See, so AI is a force to be reckoned with.
No, AI is a good high school.
More than good. It's great.
I've been outnumbered
I agree.
with Blue Ends. I done been outnumbered with Tigers. We're DSU. I got one person from DSU here. There you go. My girl.
We give lots of love to both. You know that. We give lots of love to all of our educators.
Yes.
All of our students. We are big advocates on advocating for educators and the student athletes and students in general.
Yes.
So we're all about that here at Good Morning Wilmington. But more importantly, being able to give you a platform to speak on about this issue, because yes, it is an issue, but it will not take AI down.
No.
Not at all. It's too big of a school community, and there's too many awesome things happening within the building. We have 13 alumni on staff teaching right now. There are people that bleed blue and gold for the school.
Oh, yes,
so
we do.
it's impossible for us to not make it. This is a piece of our story. It's not our story. And as we're getting into high school selection season in just a couple weeks, where families are going to start filling out applications for next year, my encouragement to any parents that are out there is come check us out. There's a lot to offer. We're having a great start to our school year. It's even with this setback, it's positive vibes only in the school.
Set up.
For sure.
Not setback. Set up.
I love it.
Right.
No, not setback. We don't believe in setbacks around here.
I like that.
Well, K-Pal, we're just winding down right now with the interview, but is there anything else you want to mention or make note of that we did not touch on before we end?
I feel really good about what I wanted to get out, which was encouraging students to get involved in the high school experience. And the last thing I'm going to say is, our school motto is stand upright and endure. And it's a moment like this where we have to epitomize that. It is a setup, not a setback. We're going to stand up and endure. And I think we're seeing that play out with the number of students that are now on the field as we get ready for our first JV game, which happens next week.
Nice.
30 is a good place to be right now.
There we go.
Thank
there we
you.
go.
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Thank
K-Pal,
you.
for coming
Thank you. Happy to
by
be
the
here.
plaza. Appreciate you. Oh my gosh. These interviews just keep getting better and better.
I know, and I love that we have the ability to give so many incredible people a platform to speak on things that they're passionate about and making a difference in the community and even highlighting their success.
Yeah.
We love that. So yes, thank you. So there you have it, Principal Kevin Palladinetti of AI High School. Stay tuned. AI is
give them 2 years. Give them 2 years. I think if you give them 2 years,
AI
what they're doing with the freshmen, what they're doing with the freshmen and recruiting freshmen. They're going to state champs. State champs 2026.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
I can go with that. All right. We'll be right back after these messages. Who we have up next, Vincenzo?
Chapel Street Players.
Okay. Got a surprise for them. They don't know it yet. We'll be right back. Good morning, Wilmington.
Still to come, actors Christine Seisler and John Barker.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited. Storman's Classic Hall of Fame inductees have just reached here. We're going to induct 100 people, and all the conversation around the state is going to come to a halt because we're going to induct 100 guys and girls on September the 29th at the Chase Center at 6 p.m. Be there. Also, most of these folks participated in Storman's Turkey Drive. It always happens the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. Be there, Storman's Classic 100 Basketball Hall of Fame. I'm ready. Woo!
All right, welcome back, everyone. We have next on the plaza 2 individuals who are no stranger to the stage. We have Christine Seisler and John Barker, actors of Chapel Street Players. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Yes.
Wonderful
Thanks
to be
for
here.
having us.
Thank
I'm excited.
you.
I'm excited.
Oh, yes. All right, so let's dive right into what is Chapel Street Players.
Chapel Street Players is a community theater located in Newark, which has been around for a long, long time. I wish I remembered exactly how many years it was, but it's been several decades.
Yes. Definitely.
They've been at this location, producing very high quality community theater. I've been fortunate enough to be in a couple of productions of theirs previously, and it's always been a wonderful experience. They have wonderful actors, wonderful tech crew. It's just a very professional level of productions that they put on there.
Great. And I'm like, and where is it located? On Chapel Street.
On Chapel Street.
Oddly enough, yes.
So easy. And there happens to be a church on the corner, hence Chapel.
Yeah.
Yes.
So how long have you been apart, and how long have you been apart?
I've been involved with them. My first production there was 2017.
Okay.
This is my third show there.
Okay.
And this is actually my debut show at Chapel Street.
Okay.
Yes, so it's my very first experience. The cast is amazing. I mean, working with John, I feel really fortunate. There's just, the crew, our director, Gary, everybody's just really tight, and we just gel, and it really works. And it's also very professional. Quality, really good quality.
What you say is important.
It's important.
Can you imagine Vincenzo and I doing the show hating each other?
But it would show on camera, and like you said,
of course,
gel together.
Yeah.
And I share with everyone all the time. Ivan and I just gel together.
Yes.
Right.
When one needs to, step ahead, one will step ahead, and one will take a step
Exactly.
back, and we just know. And so it means a lot, especially with the live performance.
Yes, it does.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yes.
Have you found? And I know we're here to talk about the shows going on, but I like to talk to actors and creatives, right?
Yes.
Have you found it hard to do what you do, or is it easy?
Well, I don't think you could describe it as easy. I, for whatever reason, this is wired in a way that I can commit dialogue to memory fairly easily. I'm carrying this script around in my head right now, for example, which is, it's about a 2.5-hour show, and I'm on stage for almost every single minute of it, talking almost every single minute, and then I'm also in rehearsal for Antigone, a classical Greek show, and I have that role memorized. So that end of it, some people don't have quite that easy a time of it, but for me, that's the easy part. Then integrating it with all the other cast members and the blocking and hitting the emotional truths. That's sometimes it comes easier than others, but it's never what I would call easy. No,
is it hard? Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, kind of on that note, and every actor has a different process.
Right.
So one of the things I want to hand it to our director, Gary Kirchhoff, is he asked us to all be completely off book, and that means completely memorized for the show before day one of rehearsal. But for me personally, that was an amazing request, because as you know, once you know the words and it's in your head, then the work begins.
Right.
And then you can actually, so I actually thought it was a very brilliant request but now, some actors don't agree with that, so it just depends.
It is a luxury, because I have done productions where people have gotten off book right at the last minute, and we've also run the play in its entirety almost since the beginning. I've also been in productions where we haven't done the entire show till the week before opening, so it actually feels like we've been running this for a couple of months now.
We have.
There are so many technical pieces to this that it's nice to have the performance part down, so that we can then work in all the lights and the sound. And I don't want to say what else. There are certain things about this I can't give away.
No, don't give it away. Don't give it away. You gotta buy a ticket for that one.
Right. Clearly, there's so many moving pieces.
Yes.
When it comes to a live production, just like the same here on set, we have so many moving pieces all around us that no one sees at home. But it does. It takes a team of people, like you said, the lighting, the sound, the stage crew.
Absolutely.
That's just building up to the moment of the show, and then the performance itself. There's so many moving pieces, other than just other than the actors. But I have a little bit of background in acting, and just a little. And my sister happens to have a lot of background in acting. Yeah, she went to school for theater.
Okay.
And she's an opera singer. So she went to school for theater as an opera singer. So she loves musicals, and I tell you all the time, she's like a machine. And she does so much, but she's so talented. She can memorize scripts and perform, be the lead, perform, and the whole thing. And it's impressive to see that she can carry a whole script in her mind and then perform it. And it's hard. To me, I'm like, that's hard. And with my little background in acting, I think that is, I think that's work. Yes, it's fun. I think we thrive off that adrenaline, but I do see the work that goes into it just from my own personal experience, but seeing someone like my sister who is just all about the live productions and theater and musicals, what goes into it and how you can memorize a whole script. I mean, it's a talent in itself.
Well, and it's a little muscle memory also. It's a lot muscle memory, especially you're doing Antigone, which is a classic, and I've done a lot of Shakespeare, and some people will ask me, like, isn't that more difficult to memorize? And in some ways, no, because the language is so brilliant and so beautiful, and once you know what you're saying, you're good. But so is this the same thing? I think, like what you were saying, you're live on TV, so there's an excitement, there's an attraction, there's the
nerves that kick in. But those are the good ones, because it means you care. And I love that about live productions and live performances, and the show must go on.
Exactly.
Whatever happens,
there we go.
the show must go on. Keep going. But let's talk about the upcoming show.
Yes.
Let's dive right into that.
Now we got all that out.
We got to talk about that. So tell us about that.
DeathTrap. Well, it's this, talking about it presents its own challenges, because it's the kind of the show where the less you know going in,
the better,
the more you will enjoy it. But we can tell about what the initial premise is. I play Sidney Brule, who is an author of hit Broadway thrillers. And he has hit a slump as the play opens. It's been 18 years since he's had a successful production. And he has just received in the mail a script for a thriller from a student of his, which he reads and deems as perfect. There's no way it's not going to get produced. It's going to run for years. And he makes sort of an offhanded comment about, well, what I really ought to do is kill this guy off, hide the body.
Don't talk too much.
I'm not. This is in the first few minutes. This is the first 5 minutes of the play that I'm describing.
I'm getting scared. I'm like, don't tell me, I want to see it.
And pass this script off as my own. And he kind of says it jokingly, but is it or isn't it? And as the things progress, the question is how much is he just kind of making a joke and how serious he is about carrying this out.
So okay, wait a minute. So guy gets script, finds the script to be perfect,
yes,
decides to make it his own, and jokes about killing the original writer of the script.
Yeah, he says, ha ha ha, what I really ought to do is kill this guy and say, I wrote this.
Oh, I want to see that.
And then, is he mean it or doesn't he?
When is it? This Friday, right?
We open this Friday,
yes. So we open this Friday, September 16th, and then, so we run Friday night, Saturday night, and there's a Sunday matinee, and then the following week is Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. Yes. So we close on a Saturday night, so, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I just like that because then you can go out for your closing night party.
Exactly.
How much are tickets, and where can people get the tickets?
They're online at chapelstreet.org, and the tickets are $20. I think there's a senior discount.
Okay.
$15, and also there's a student discount, I believe.
Okay.
As well, yeah. So.
Excellent.
Oh my gosh.
Now, do you provide popcorn, or beverages, or cocktails?
That was my question. Big boy question. Y'all got food?
Yes, they have just started reinstating that during when they reopened after the pandemic. They were not, but they as of this season, they're offering those again.
Wow. Oh, so Friday night, what time?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, Chapel Street Theater. Tickets online you can buy at chapelstreet.org.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So my producer hands me a little flyer and she says, impersonations. So which one of you do impersonations?
Her. Right? Oh, well, except.
Well, my favorite, I might use different text than I normally would.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Don't worry about it. I drop the F-bomb all the time.
Okay.
No, but worry about it.
Yeah,
that's like 10
I'm not going to tell you who I am, right? So you can figure it out. No one messes with my family. No, that was terrible. Let me try it again.
No. Go ahead.
No one messes with my family. It's not as good as I want.
You're missing something in there. Ozark.
Yes, Ozark.
Yes.
Ozark. Everyone loves Ozark.
Yes,
First
Ozark.
2 seasons.
Oh my
Amazing.
gosh, yeah. If you haven't seen it, it's
Who else
great.
do you do?
I don't know.
When did you start? When did you get into acting?
Okay, so I first got the bug because you always get bit by the bug,
Yes.
in high school.
Okay.
Of course, I did a production of Grease.
Oh,
As
wow.
high schools do.
Yeah, right.
And I played Frenchie. And then I went to college. I realized how much I loved it. So I actually grew up in Florida. So I went to the University of South Florida in the theater department down there. I got involved in, I moved to Orlando and I got involved in theme parks for a while.
Okay.
And then I had a little career doing stunts, doing live
You was a
stunt
stunt
show.
woman?
Yeah, for like 3 years. And
only 3 years.
and that's actually what brought me to New York.
Okay.
So I lived in and performed in theater, produced, directed a couple productions in New York City. And then, circumstances took us here to Delaware, where I started to get involved in theater here. So my last live production was pre-COVID, as most of us, we did online work, but did a show at Milburn Stone, Romeo and Juliet. And so this is my second live show, not online, locally here in Delaware.
Excellent.
So yeah.
How about improv? You do improv?
I do improv, so I belong to a group called Funny Farm, it's Funny Farm Theater, and it's based in Elkton, Maryland.
Okay.
So we have an improv group, and currently we're working on putting together like a series of performances that will eventually advertise and put it on Facebook and social media and all of that. So yeah, a little.
You look worried. You're looking at me like, what you want? What you trying to do?
Like, I don't know.
Y'all want to have some info? We got, what, 2 minutes left? We have 2 minutes? Can we do, you want to do some improv stuff real quick? Have some fun?
Not me.
Yeah.
I was watching.
No, you got to play.
But we could give you the easy part where, you know, Ivan and I could start a scene.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Well, he's like, maybe not.
Okay, no, I'm with you. We do a scene.
We could start a scene. So the one I think that would work best is I would give a line, I'll throw you something, he'll be behind me or you can be behind me, and then what you do is you say what's in the head, what that person really wants to say.
Which you think I would say?
Yeah, it would be like, see, like, I love your top, and then the real thing is like, you know, that color doesn't look that great. So that's like the mind, that's your inner voice.
And you know how
Do we have time for this?
You're going to cuss up a lot.
I was like, I don't think we have time for this.
But it's fun. There's a lot of, there's short form and there's long form of improv. So that's where it gets really interesting. So the short form are those quick scenes that you might see on TV. And then there's long form where you're really thrown ideas and you really come up with a scene that you are not memorized, it's not scripted. And it can be really challenging.
Well, let's do this. Let's bring you back to do some more improv.
Okay, we'll do
you
that.
and your friends.
Okay.
Is that cool?
That sounds
like a plan. Because Vincenza looked worried. She looked like,
I was like, I don't know. I will try to improv, but I don't know if I could do it at this level.
You're probably doing improv every day and you don't realize it.
That's probably what it is, and I think that maybe that's what you know, the mindset, right? The mind, you know, I overthink it, and you're right.
Definitely.
Every day, I don't even realize it sometimes.
And that's actually one of the keys to improv, because you don't want to overthink it. You want to just, it's got to be genuine and come right out.
Authentic.
Yes, authentic.
We'll do it next time. Deal?
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
My girl like, no, Ivan,
Ivan, I don't know.
We'll bring her into our troupe, special guest star.
Yes. I might need some training or something, maybe an icebreaker. But
shot of champagne on the table. All right.
So yeah.
All right, thank you so much for coming. Really
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah.
And
so again, Chapel Street Players, the show is called DeathTrap. This Friday, 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. We're going to see you in the front row.
I'm going to try my best to get there. I swear to you, I am. And I can't wait for more information.
Thank you.
ChapelStreet.org.
That's correct.
I did it. I did it.
Good Break a leg.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Right, thank you.
Vincenza, show's over. Another show.
Another really, really great show.
And the word of DJ Khaled, and another one. And another good show.
Yes, it is.
All right.
Yes, it is.
We ready to get out of here?
Yes, let's thank our sponsors first.
And and remind people of Dinner en Blanc is this Saturday.
Or no, you have to register.
You have to register.
You have to register to find out all the information. There's many, many events happening this weekend. So make sure, if you want to find out more, actually just watch the previous episode, the Monday episode, and you can find out all about it. We're talking about it. But definitely, check out what's happening around town, because there's so many events happening this weekend. Really, really exciting. The Marley Festival. That one we had Jenny Pitts on. She was really great. So super excited about that. And then also the
boxing. What's boxing?
The boxing one is, I think, next
Saturday.
Next weekend.
Next Saturday. The 17th. I remember. Oh my God, is this Dinner en Blanc in the boxing?
A lot of things happening. I know.
I'm gonna be showing up at the boxing match in all white.
Make both happen.
All right, we gotta get out of here.
Wait, thank our sponsors.
Dark Transit.
Wi-Fi, Internet Services, and
Balance
Strength and Fitness. Thank you so much.
Oh my God, we're finishing each other's sentences.
We're gelling.
Well, yeah, gelling. Boom, boom. All right. Good morning, Wilmington.